Folks, please welcome the National Director, I want to say this right, of the United Coalition of Reason, Mr. Fred Edwards.
And this Reason rally on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. marks a watershed moment in cooperation among all of our groups and in the growth of our movement and in letting the world know that our movement is large and that we're here and we're here to stay.
Well, good godlessness, what a crowd. All right, well, early in American history, there was this religious revival meeting that got going called the Great Awakening. And it started small, but it grew. Well, here we are with a great secular uprising. We start small, but we're thundering now until the rafters rattle. We're here to be heard. And you are part of it. The great American coming out. This is it. The great American coming out. That's what this will be known as. And you were here. And our message to the rest of the world is, to the rest of the nation is, we're your friends. We're your neighbors. We're your co-workers. We're your family members. Some of us are even sitting in the pew next to you in church. We exist. We're here. We're godless. Get used to it. Atheists and agnostics, by whatever term they use, are here to get that message across. And I want you to help me get that message across to everybody on the National Mall right here. This is a rally. We need some chanting. So chant with me 3 times. We're here. We're godless. Get used to it. 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 Yes, this is the great coming out. Let the nation hear the sound of our voice, because godless doesn't mean voiceless. No, it doesn't. Now, since 2004, the media dubbed the rise of our movement as the new atheism. It wasn't new, but it was new to them, and we're going to make it new to everybody else. If it's fresh news, we'll spread it. And with the rise of the new atheism, a tide of growth in all of our organizations has swept across our nation. The community of reason has exploded on the national and the local level. National organizations have had bigger conferences and bigger numbers of members and have been expanding. And on the local level, local groups have been sprouting up everywhere. And my job is to travel around the country and get these groups talking to each other, to get these groups communicating, to get these groups cooperating. We organize them into coalitions so that they can build community, so that they can have support, so that they can celebrate like we're doing here. And I want to see celebrations like this in every town, every city, every hamlet in America. We've got 56 coalitions nationwide. I want to see 5,600. And when we start these coalitions, we then raise their public profile because we buy them a billboard or a bus ad campaign. We get them prominent. We make them famous. And in some cases, we make them infamous. We launch them into the media limelight, and then they have a website for the coalition that's the one-stop shopping for that community. You go to that coalition website, and you can find every local group in the area, and people can join. So if you're part of one of the coalitions of reason, let me hear you shout now. And there were a lot of buses that brought a lot of you here. And our coalitions helped organize many of those buses. And when we couldn't fill all of the buses, and some of the buses might get canceled, we found someone who came forward, who paid for those empty seats so the buses would roll. His name is Steve Raid. He's right there. Steve, let's all thank Steve. So, wherever you are from, wherever you are in America, join a local group. Get your group in contact with other groups in your area so I can come out and organize you into a coalition and get you a billboard, get you a bus ad campaign, and get you in the news and in the media. The Coalition of Reason table in the welcome tent will give you all the information you need. You can sign up and we'll hook you up. Sign up so we can make your group famous, because we're never going back. I've personally been in this movement since the 1960s. I've seen it when it was small, and now I'm seeing it when it's gigantic, and we're filling them all. This is our coming out, and we're here to stay. And we're not only here to stay, we're here to rise. And we're not only here to rise, we're here to thrive. Let reason prevail.